Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Adia your bet predict. The channel that give you guys the best correct score prediction, betting strategy, and betting prediction. So in today's video content, I'll be teaching you guys how to make a prediction and how to make use of the ultimate straight winning betting strategy. As you all know that straight winning prediction sometimes can give you a very big odds, and by picking just 10 games, 5 games, 3 games, 4 games, you can quickly get your desired odd. So in today's video I'm going to show you the process, and before we do that I would like to inform you guys that make sure you practice the responsible gambling so that it won't affect you financially. Betting is meant for fun, at least to enjoy yourself, to feel the feelings, so to experience the feelings rather. So now, as you guys can see, you guys are seeing some straight winning prediction of maybe like 2 odd and 3 odd on the screen. Actually, it happens in betting whereby you are going to be winning consistently sometimes, but unfortunately I want you guys to know that there are some days whereby you'll be losing. Actually, most of the winning tickets that you guys are seeing here are games of testing. I usually use some of them to test strategy, and sometimes I use some of them to predict game for my group VIP group audience. But unfortunately, as I told you earlier, that I told you guys earlier that it's not every time that you always win betting. Betting sometimes can be annoying, because if you guys are seeing what I'm experiencing as it is right now live, you guys will know that betting sometimes is a luck, is a game of luck. Immediately after the consistent winning, consistent game turning green, I also experience the ash part of it. So I want you guys to know that there's no strategy that will always give you 100% accuracy. So I want you guys to put it at the back of your mind that okay, the strategy that I'm going to teach you guys now is like 90%, or let me say 80% accurate, straight winning. We always have the silver, the silver part of it, which is the double chance, but the straight winning is what we are going to be talking about in this particular video. So after the winning, you guys can see how the loss came out, and this is the total loss after the consistent winning. I do lost game also, I won't lie to you guys. We lost game and we win game, so that's how it works. So I just decided to show you guys, to motivate you guys to be aware of how you are going to manage your financial status in betting, so that you won't keep losing your money to these bookmakers. So when you see that the games are not turning out the way you want it, it's not your fault. It's not the fault of your strategy, and it's not the fault of your decision. It's as the result of the natural outcome. Now, the first thing you need to do if you want to be predicting a straight winning game is that uh, you need to look at the odd of the bookmakers. That is the only way you can make things easier for yourself. So I'm going to give you an example right now. So I'm going to let us do it league by league, so that it will be easy for us. So the next thing you need to do, click on the odd that you guys are seeing here, and click on the odd range. The odd range should be around 1.5 for straight winning. Now let's see what we'll be having here. So I'm having games that are the straight winning of it are less than, as you guys can see. So the first one I'm seeing here is Manchester United, Man City versus Manchester United. So when you see the game, click on it. So I want you guys to make sure that the odd should not exceed 1.5. Are you getting it? And check the statistics of the teams that they are playing. When you check the stats, you have to check the last 2 games for both teams and check the performance of them. So these are what you'll be looking in the form of the team that you want to predict as straight winning. So the first thing you need to look into is check the last 2 games. Checking the last 2 games of the team you want to predict, the first thing you need to make sure is that the team that they are giving the small odd must be in form compared to that of the underdog team. And another thing is that I like predicting games whereby in the last 2 games of the team that I want to support, at least there is a particular one draw in it, and in the last game they played, they won the game. For example, let's say in the match Manchester City played with Bournemouth here, let's assume that they played draw, and in the match they played with Luton Town and they won the game. I like that particular kind of form structure or that kind of statistics. Now checking the away team also, make sure that in the last previous games of the away team, make sure that the away team is not a team that has been losing the last 5 games consistently, because there are some situations whereby you are going to realize that the team that has been losing eventually beat the team that has been beating other teams before. It happens in betting, and then you check the last 2 games of the teams that we want to predict our games on. At least in the last game, if you check this situation very well, Man City is playing away, and this time around they are playing at home. When Manchester City played Manchester United away, and what you guys can see here is 3-0. That is, the goal difference there must be around at least we must have 2 goal difference between them. And playing away with Manchester United, they won 3-0, so it's qualified in that aspect. So, and most times I always advise you guys to always predict games of home to win the match, straight winning for the home team, straight winning for the home team. So let's go. Let's assume that we have Manchester United as straight winning. Now let us move on to the next game. In the situation of Sheffield United versus Arsenal, if you notice something, that Arsenal are playing away, but in betting anything happens. This particular game can actually end up in a 1-0. Sheffield United winning by 1 goes to nothing, whereby Arsenal will be struggling to score or to equalize the match, and it won't work. So be watch make sure you watch out for, but don't let us ignore the game. Let us check the statistics and let's see the consideration of the possible outcome. I'm very sure that many people will be assuming that okay, Arsenal will surely win this particular match. Actually, that is the expectation of everybody, and even the expectation of the bookmakers. But unfortunately, anything happens in betting, and in this kind of scenario, trust me, guys, Sheffield United can change it for Arsenal, and the game can end up in 1-0 correct score. So, but let's just check the stats before we make the conclusion. Okay, I like this particular stores. If you check it very well, the last 2 games, this is what I'm talking about. Make sure that in the last 2 games, at least the team that you are supporting has probably maybe they performed poorly, and in the last game, for example, in this situation, the match they played with Porto, they lost by 1 goes to nothing, and the match they played with Newcastle United, they won by 4 goes to one. So, and checking their home opponents, they are not really in a very good form. And check their last 5 meetings. While Arsenal was playing at home, they won 5-0. While Arsenal was playing away, they won 3-0. This is an example of what I told you guys, that if you want to predict a game, predict teams that are playing at home. If you check the last history of these 2 teams, where Arsenal won 3-0 away and they played against Sheffield United at home, they won 5-0. So always go for home team. But let me just skip this particular Arsenal games for now. Let us always focus on our home predictions. So let us check. So guys, this is what I'm telling you guys, oh, because in betting, this is one of the things that I said earlier, that I'm facing something as of right now. Live games. See this particular match here, Real Madrid, Valencia. This is what this particular game, this particular state of the game is actually telling you guys, that anything happens in betting. Anything happens in betting. Actually, anything it happens in betting. So make sure that you are aware, like you caution how you stake your games and the amount you use. If you cannot stake disposable income, make sure that you don't stake on any bet. Don't bet. So now, so they got a beat, they are beating Madrid now, they are beating them seriously 2-0. I pray they equalize sha. But betting for you, they can beat Madrid as 2-1 like that, or 2-0. I'm sorry if you carry them straight winning. So we have another one here. Okay, sorry. Okay. In this situation of Bayern Leverkusen, for those people that are interested in playing straight winning, I want you to guys to notice something. Bayern Leverkusen have been playing unbeaten since the beginning of this season. But unfortunately, let me tell you guys, the day they will beat this particular team, ah, it will shock people that play them as maybe double chance or straight draw or straight win. Let us move on. Okay, we have another game here, which is Rennes versus Lorient. Let us check. Rennes versus Lorient. Don't forget the first step of predicting your games. You first need to look at the statistics, the form, the odd. Make sure the odd is not more than 1.50 odd. Make sure the odd is not more than 1.50 odd. The next thing is the statistics and check the stats. Okay, now in this situation of Lawrence and Rennes, we can see that they are both in equal form. But checking the last games, the last two games of these two teams, you can see that this is what I'm telling you guys, that in the last game before their in the last two games before their last game, they played draw, which shows that they didn't really perform so well, and in the last game they performed so well. For the away team, which is their opponent, they in the last two games they performed so well by winning the game by 3 goals to 1, and in the last game they lost their game. Now the final aspect of it is the last previous meeting. So in the last previous meeting when Lawrence was playing at home, they won by 2 goals to 1 twice, and so this particular statistics is a turn off for me. Avoid it. So it is very easy. It is something that is very very easy. Just avoid it. So we have another one, which is Sporting versus Farense. I'm just showing you guys the steps that you guys can use in predicting your game so I'm making it successful in it. So let's see Sporting and Farense. So this is another fantastic form that I can see. The last two games, checking at the form, the home team is really in a very good form. And checking the last two games, they played draw, which shows that their performance is not that very good. And in the last game, they won. Now let us go and check their last meeting. Okay, the last game while Sporting was playing against this particular team, the goal difference there is 2 goals, which is the 4-2 that they played. And this time around, Sporting are repeating the game at home. Actually, um, I like games that in the last game, maybe probably the home team was playing away, and this time around they were playing at home. But there's nothing bad in it actually. So the prediction for this particular game is also straight winning. But there are some situations whereby you can experience straight draw in games like this. It happens in betting. Like seriously, it happens. It happens. So that is just the simple techniques in predicting straight draw for those people that are highly interested in using this particular strategy. In case you have any question concerning this particular strategy, please don't hesitate to ask the question and drop your question in the comment section, and I'm going to reply you guys. So thanks for watching guys. See you guys in the next video, whereby we'll be talking about the basketball over points and the individual basketball team over points. And in case you're interested in the total points of each player, you know basketball players, there are some odds, very good and fantastic odds in predicting the individual players total points, like the points scored by players. There are players that perform so well when it comes to this basketball game. So thanks for watching guys. See you guys in the next game. Bye.